Hello guys, I am Tarun from the section of MHR. The today movie we are going to delight or analyze the movie which is called The Devil Wears Prada. It's a fashion oriented movie. So let's just directly dig into the movie and let's also see how it is related to our real life. So let me talk about briefly about the novelty and originality of the movie here. I hope everyone has already seen this movie, which was like the movie has released like ages ago. So as I said earlier, it is a fashion-oriented movie. This movie freshly offers the realistic of the intense work, not only romanticizing the or glorifying the fashion industry effort, as many people were aware of that how fashion changes within a week or overnight changes. Apart from them, let's see how fashion designers or the people who are working in the fashion industry or not apart from the industry, let's see how bosses work here, how employees are going to get trained here, how intense things are going to here. And also this film has uniquely explores conflict between the career ambition, as I said you earlier, intense work. Let's see our movie main character is Andy. Well, she has actually wanted to be a journalist, where because of the New York, back then in the New York there weren't much journalism roles, so she ended up taking up as a intern role or the receptionist role or the front desk role also, we can say, at the paper magazine, or we can say the paper industry. And it is the movie whole dialogue or the short plays just roam around this. In this short, I can say that the movie is full mix of it's just blend of the workplace and personal transformation and in the fashion industry how it works. Thank you.
Friends, I will be talking about key learnings and takeaways from the Devil and Wear Prada. So I will be giving some summaries and then I will be talking about my topics. So Devil Wears Prada is a 2006 English movie set in the world of high fashion journalism. The stories follow and the such a smart but fashion uninterested journalism graduate who unexpectedly land a job as a junior assistant in the Miranda. The powerful and feared editor in the chef of the fashion margin runaway at the first and the struggles, but she does not fit into the glamorous fashion culture and constantly satirized by the Miranda. However, under extreme pressure, she slowly transformed herself, changing her appearance, improving her work ethics, and learning how the industries work and how the industries functions. As Indra become more competent, she starts sacrificing her personal life, relationships, and values to meet the demand of her job. Miranda, through as a cold and demanding, it shows as a highly intelligent and strategic leader who had made personally sacrifice to maintain her position at the top. The turning point of the movies comes when Andra realized that success should not be come at the cost of losing one identify. So in this, she ultimately choose that the self respect over professional validations and walks away from the job. The movies ends on the realistic note, showing that the experience at runaway helps Indra grow professionally while staying true to herself. Overall, overall the film blend fashion drama and workplace reality to show the price of ambition. So now I will become to the my point, key learnings and takeaways from this movie. So basically I have learned something from this movie. So one of the major learning from the Devil Wear Prada is that every job, no matter how small it seems, teaches valuable skills. Annie initially believed that fashion is meaningless, but she later realized that professionalism's attentions to detail and disciplines are transferable skills useful in any career. The movie also highlights that realities of toxic work culture, Miranda leadership still show how power and success can sometimes lead to emotions, distance, and unrealistic expectations. This teaches us the importance of maintaining a healthy balance between authority and empathy in a leadership role. Another Key takeaway is about personal identify and values. And the transformation helps her succeed, but it also distances her from her friends, boyfriends, families. The film clearly shows that ambitions without self-awareness can lead to burnout and regret. Success should enhance our life, not replace it. So the movie also delivers a strong message about women in a leadership. Miranda precisely break stereotypes by becoming powerful in a male-dominant industry. While her methods are harsh, her competencies and strategist thinking earn respect. This challenges the idea that strong women must always be soft and accommodating. Final, the film teaches us the experience matter. Even through living runaway, Miranda's subtle recommendation prove that hard working is always noticed. The movie encouraged young professionals to learn from difficult environment but also to know when to step away. So I want to closing line in the conclusion. The Devil Wear Prada is not just a fashion movie. It's a powerful competencies on ambitions, workplace ethics, leaderships, and self-respect.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about why The Devil Wears Prada is such a strong and memorable movie. At first, it looks like a film about fashion and stylish clothes. But when we watch it closely, we understand that it is actually about career pressure, ambition, success, and personal choices. That is why the movie connects with so many people, especially students and working professionals. One of the biggest reasons this movie stands out is the acting. Meryl Streep plays Miranda Priestley, the boss. She is strict, confident, and very powerful. What makes her performance special is that she doesn't shout loudly, she speaks calmly, but everyone listens and feels nervous around her. Her expressions, body language, and voice control show real authority. Because of this, her character became one of the most iconic boss characters in movies. At the same time, Anne Hathaway plays Andy Sachs, a simple girl who enters a world she doesn't understand. In the beginning, she looks confused, nervous, and uncomfortable. But slowly, we see her change. She becomes more confident, more stylish, and more professional. Watching her growth feels natural and realistic, which makes audience connect with the journey. Another reason movie is strong is its story. The story is not complicated, but it is very engaging. It shows how a normal person struggles in a high pressure job. Many of us can relate to this because starting a new job or entertaining a new environment is always difficult. The movie shows her mistakes, stress, and learning process, which makes us interested in what will happen next. Along with the story, the dialogues also play an important role. Some dialogues are funny, some are serious, and some are very powerful. They feel real, like actual conversations in workplaces. The movie balances humor with serious emotions, so it never feels boring. Beyond entertainment, the movie also teaches important life lessons. It shows that success often comes with sacrifice. Andy becomes very busy with work and slowly drifts away from her friends. This shows how career pressure can affect personal relationships. She loses her boyfriend at the end, we can see that. Another lesson is knowing when to stop. In the end, Andy understands that she does not want to lose herself completely for success. She doesn't want to become Miranda Priestley. So she chooses her own path. This teaches us that self respect and happiness are also important in life. The film also feels real because it shows actual workplace situations. We see boss pressure, heavy workload, competition, and stress. Anyone who has worked or studied under pressure can understand these situations. This realism is a major strength of the movie. Because of all this, the audience feels emotionally connected to Andy. We feel her stress, confusion, and growth. When she succeeds, we feel happy. When she struggles, we feel worried. This emotional connection makes the movie more powerful and attractive for the viewers. Another strong point is visual appeal. The clothes, office environment, and fashion events make the movie look stylish and attractive. Even people who are not interested in fashion enjoy watching the visuals. Even after many years, people still talk about Miranda Priestley, about this movie, how she is remembered and often compared to the workplace strict bosses in the real life. This shows the movie has been a lasting impact on popular culture and generations to come. So, overall, these strengths powerful acting, an engaging story, strong dialogues, meaningful life lessons, realistic workplace scenes, emotional connection, visual appeal, and cultural impact make The Devil's Wear Prada a memorable and powerful film. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Karan back again. Let me just reconsider the movie name again. It says The Devil Wears Prada. So let's just directly dig into the movie where we can showcase the director, not the director directly. Let's see where the director can still improve the movie and also the weaknesses in the movie. As I mentioned earlier, fashion industry is not only about the glorifying the fashion, it also has intense toxic work culture. As I mentioned earlier, how the main character Andy ended up as a friend desk, even though she had her journalism degree. So, and how her boss treats us, and also in the movie we can see there are few main characters. Let's see Andy's friends, where they were really supporting and where they have accepting, whereas in the movies we can clearly see that Andy's boyfriend is against to the fashion industry, as he believes that it is totally manipulating the Andy's thing. So their friends have stood behind her and helped her to progress her career. And also we can see the transformation of Andy. In the beginning of the movie she was in the PJs, and now we can see how Andy has dressed up in all black velvet clothing, and her hairstyle, the makeup, whatever it shows in the fashion industry, she's proving that she is one of the kind girl in the fashion. So not only the movie transforms her into like a twist of unrealistic Andy's character here, also the fashion industry portrays that many times it isn't good. I know either it can be the casting couch, or either it can be overnight stardom or the overnight fall. There are many things which we need to consider. Okay, let's just not go over there. Let's talk how does it help for us. And also the ending of the movie here, the director didn't close the chapter over here. Okay, the director ended up giving a little suspense in the movie, so that viewers they're gonna have that audacity, or else the curiosity what happens after this scene. Like, what is there any product like second movie or season 2? Yeah, there is season 2 which is going to be released in coming month of May. So let me, if you guys want me to say in a short form, I can easily say that this movie is impactful. At the same time, it is offering the balanced character of development and stronger and unhealthy workplace norms. It clearly says that what kind of relationships we need to maintain in the office or apart from the office, and how we need to grow our career in the professional way. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you.
My name is Manjiri Jaiswal, and today I'll be sharing my audience review script of the movie The Devil That Wears Prada. I will emphasize on motivation the movie gives, the impact it created, and the message it tried to deliver. At first glance, The Devil Wears Prada looks like a glamorous fashion film filled with luxury brands, high heels, stylish offices, but once you watch it closely, you realize it's not only just about fashion at all, it's about ambition, pressure, identity, workplace culture, and the difficult choices we make while we are making our careers. The movie follows Andrea Sachs, Andy, a young journalist who dreams of serious reporting but ends up working as an assistant to Miranda Priestley. The powerful editor in chief of a top fashion magazine, Andy enters this world feeling out of place, judged, and underestimated. As an audience member, many of us relate to Andy instantly. Starting a new job, trying to fit in, struggling to prove ourselves, and facing pressure to perform in an unfamiliar environment is very common to all of us. The motivation that we get from the movie is that Andy's transformation. She does not succeed because she truly loved fashion. She succeeds because she learned discipline, responsibility, time management, and resilience. Despite being mocked and doubted, Andy put in efforts. She learns speaking quickly, adapts, and delivers results. This motivates the audience by sending a strong message. You don't have to love when you start. You must respect the opportunity that comes your way. The movie inspires young professionals to take challenge seriously, even when the environment feels intimidating. Growth often comes from discomfort, and Andy's journey proves that. The impact it created on the audience, the biggest impact the Devil Wears Prada create is a realistic portrayal of workplace culture. Miranda Priestley is not shown as a typical villain. She is brilliant, demanding, powerful, and emotionally distant. Many viewers recognize such leaders' style in real life. The film opens a conversation about toxic work culture, unrealistic expectation, and how power operates in corporate environment. Another strong impact is how the movie shows the change in relationship. As Andy becomes successful, she starts losing in touch with her friends, her partner, and even herself. This deeply affects the audience because it mirrors the real life experience we all have faced. When career starts replacing personal priorities, the audience is left asking an important question: is success still worth it if it costs you your values and your relationship? The social and the emotional message that is very important to the movie that it delivers, that a movie, how we think about appearance and judgment. Andy is initially criticized for not fitting in the fashion standards, but once she changes her appearance, people start treating her differently. This makes the audience reflect on how society often judge competence based on looks, status, or brand labels rather than actual talent. It highlights the pressure to conform instead of being authentic. The core message the film tried to deliver is about the choice and balance. Ambition is not wrong. Wanting for success is not wrong. Working hard is not wrong. But losing yourself in the process, there where the danger lies. Andy's decision to walk away from a prestigious job shows the success is not only about position or power, but it's also about self respect, clarity, and happiness. The movie teaches us the career growth should not destroy your personal identity. Professional success should not come at the cost of mental peace. Walking away can sometimes be the strongest decision. So, to conclude, The Devil Wears Prada leaves a lasting impression because it feels real. It motivates and warms and empower the audience at the same time. It tells us that while the world may demand perfection, speed, and sacrifice, we still have the right to choose who we want to become. That's why this movie is not just entertaining, it's impactful, motivating, and deeply meaningful. Thank you. That was all from my part, and I would recommend you to watch the movie because all of us will be highly motivated and will get the right path in which we have to walk. Thank you.
What if your dream job turns into emotional warfare? What if your boss is just demanding? She's Miranda Priestley, a woman so powerful she can destroy you, She can destroy your confidence with a single look. Hey everyone, I'll be explaining the final verdict on the most iconic workplace drama ever made, The Devil Wears Prada. A movie that looks like a fashion fantasy but feels like a psychological story. So let's dive into it. On the surface, this movie seems like it's all about fashion, luxury, clothes, and glamorous magazine. But once you get to know it, you realize movie isn't just about fashion. It's about ambition, power, identity, toxic work culture, and the price of success. It's funny, it's stressful, it's inspiring, it's dramatic, but sometimes it's uncomfortably relatable. Especially if you have ever worked under a demanding boss or sacrificed your personal life for your career. Let's talk about the performances because this is where the movie really shines. Meryl Streep as Miranda Priestley is not just acting, she's dominating. She plays Miranda with cold elegance, authority, and She, emotional distance. She doesn't shout, she doesn't overreact. She just quietly controls everyone around her. Every scene in which she's like feels intense, but also fascinating. She's not just a villain, she represents power, success, sacrifice, and loneliness. Annie Hathaway as Andy Sachs gives a strong and relatable performance. Watching Andy evolve from a confused, underqualified assistant into a confident, polished professional is satisfying but also slightly tragic. You start rooting for her and then questioning her choices. And honestly, the emotional conflict is one of the best parts of the movie. What makes this film interesting is that there is no character fully right or fully wrong. Andy wants success, understandable. Miranda wants excellence, brutal but effective. Nigel represents loyalty to the industry, and Andy's boyfriend represents the normal life from which she's slowly drifting away from. The movie forces you to ask who is actually right here, and the answer isn't simple. That moral gray area makes the story feel real. This movie explores powerful themes like the cost of ambition, work-life balance, losing your identity to fit in, toxic work culture versus personal growth, and the difference between chasing success and staying true to yourself. And this transformation from glamorous on the outside but emotionally it shows how easy it is to get pulled away into a lifestyle that slowly reshapes your values. And Miranda, she's almost a cautionary tale, a glimpse of what Andy could have become if she kept choosing her career over everything else. Now let's talk about the visuals because wow, it's storytelling. The fashion isn't just a decoration. Andy's outfit changed as her personality changes. The colors, the styling, the magazine office, everything reflects status, power, and control. The movie feels like flipping through a high end fashion magazine, but with emotional drama included. The editing, the music, the makeover montage make the film energetic, stylish, and super entertaining to watch. This movie is packed with unforgettable scenes. Miranda's calm but terrifying attitude, legendary. Andy's makeover montage, classic. And Miranda's cold emotional breakdown near the end, surprisingly human. The dialogues are sharp, quotable, and meme worthy, which is why the film still dominates pop culture years later. The reason this movie still stays relevant is because it feels real. Anyone who's ever chased success, felt pressured at work, struggled with identity, or tried to balance career and personal life will connect with this movie. It captures that feeling of I'm growing, but at what cost? And that emotional question stays with you long after the movie ends. Of course, no movie is perfect. Some side characters could have explored more deeply, and his relationship arc feels rushed. And certain workplace situations are exaggerated, but honestly, the drama is part of the movie's charm. Even with all these flaws, the emotional impact remains strong. So, what's the final verdict? The movie Devil Wears Prada is stylish, savage, emotional, thought provoking, and endlessly entertaining. It's not just a movie, it's a commentary on ambition, power, success, and self worth. It makes you laugh, it makes you stressed, it makes you inspired, and most importantly, it makes you think. So the final rating would be 4.7 out of 5. This movie isn't just about fashion, it's about choosing the life you want before it chooses you. Thank you.